Up on the 6th floor suite should be Tallulah Bankhead. Are you there, Tallulah?
Well, darling, what's left of me is here.
Thank you. Tell me, why do you call everybody darling?
Now, you know why, because I can't remember names. It all began when I was a very small child. Being brought up in a political family, you know, the first thing to learn is to remember people's faces and their names. Well, I couldn't. I think my father and grandfather knew everybody in Alabama by that first name. But I probably in those days said sugar or honey. But then when I got a bit older, I switched to darling, and in my travels and experiences around, I've met so many people, I don't think it hurts their feelings by just calling them darling if I don't remember their names. Does that please you?
Oh, Tallulah, I have read so many things about you, and some of them, as you know, are contradictory. Why don't you take about 20 or 30 seconds and describe yourself?
30 seconds? Gracious. Well, now let me see. If I may be wildly optimistic, I would say that I was divinely impossible. At least that's the consensus opinion of my friends, my closest friends. Of course, they're very tolerant, Ed. Otherwise, they wouldn't be my closest friends.
Well, you still have 15 seconds left, but tell me, you have something of a reputation for collecting animals. Whatever became of that lion you had?
Well, darling, that lion, Winston Churchill, you mean, huh? Well, I had to finally give him up at the zoo. I didn't realize it was illegal to have him in hotels anyway, but I smuggled him in and out and would cough hectically, which was very easy for me with my chronic bronchitis and smoking too much, in the elevator for fear that he would roar. I didn't realize the lion didn't roar until it got much older, but I finally gave him to the Bronx Zoo. And I'm told he's the most ferocious animal in the zoo.
Is it true that you have what has been called a zoo complex?
Well, I love all pets, darling. I just don't, why I never really walk New York. I don't dare pass a pet shop, and I never know where they might appear. Here's not my favorite. I love them all the same, but this is Dolores. She was given to me by that divine piano player Joe Bushkin and his wife Fran for my birthday, and she was named after the baby dragon of Kukla and Fran. You know Dolores, the baby dragon?
Yes.
Then I brought down my Siamese cat, but she's impossible. She was pulling out all the plugs and cables, and if we suddenly should go off the air, it'll be the cat's fault, but I can't get her. She won't come at call.
Well, if we have a technical breakdown, we'll blame it on the cat.
Good.
Tallulah, what's the picture on the coffee table there, just in front of you?
In front of the roses there? Well, that's my mother and father, Ed. It's a picture I always have in my dressing room on an opening night, of course, and keep it there during the run of the play. That's a ritual with my mother and father's photograph, and I always kneel down and say, dear God, don't let me make a fool of myself. And my Rose and my Edie, who look after me, we drink a glass of champagne, and then the rest is in the lap of the gods, as they say, and exactly what we did tonight. Because this is really the most frightening experience. At least on the stage, I know what I'm going to say and do. How well I do it is a different question, but I don't know what you're going to ask me next.
Well, the